Hey, good afternoon. This is Neil Simpler Futures at Simpler Trading. It's Wednesday, the 25th of October. We started the month of October about 43, I think it was 39, 43, let's see, 49, 43, 49. And as of right this minute, we're down at about 42.20, which means it's down about 130 on the month, nearing the end of the month. And I say that because, historically, October is actually bullish, not bearish. And so, if we're going to right this ship, we got a heck of a turn to make in a short period of time. Finish out this week and first couple of days of next week through Tuesday, and then, of course, the rate announcement, decision, presser, etc., on Wednesday the 1st, wherein that is currently priced in at about 98%, looking for a pause, and so I'm sure that's what it'll be. And so I don't know, we'll see. I'm still leaning long with every uptick and opportunity, including today. But it's not been fruitful thus far, honestly. So last I was with you was Monday, I think, and we were looking for if it was going to trade down into here. We had a 20 level that I liked as a hold support, and if anything below that, it would be about 05, which is value area low for this body of trade. In other words, if you take a profile tool and either a market or a volume profile and profile from the 1st of April through about the middle of May, you get a point of control at 43.30 and a value area low at 05, and 05 traded out today toward the latter part of the day. And I don't know. I mean, I bought them and running just a couple, just a handful, I'm running a couple there. And we'll see. Because today's Wednesday, we made a low for the week. There's a possibility that it could hold for another one of those midweek, either high or low, in this case low for the week on a Wednesday, which would have, what appears as it's happening, almost an impossibility, but yet then in hindsight later we look back and we go, wow, that really worked. Where, things look terrible on Wednesday, but then miraculously they're, better on Thursday. If that's the case tomorrow, it'll be thanks to Facebook Meta reporting today, which I believe is looking pretty decent. I mean, let's go look. Yeah, they're looking pretty decent. It's a $25 move, expected move, and went out at about $2.99, almost $300 today, and they're just reported, and they're trading about $14 higher. So that's decent. Well within the expected move, though. It's $14 within as you can see here, plus or minus 25. And but it's responding initially to the upside, which is good. And so if this thing does happen to reach down to make a new low tomorrow, I believe the target for the bears would be 41.87. And if indeed, we're headed back off these lows on an uptick tomorrow, which is ideal, we'll be headed back into, well, you'd need to be kind of trying to target 42.60 and 65. That's point of control for the week. And that really is kind of if it, over under today's POC at 09, if it's making new lows below today's low, target 41.87, as long as it's on an uptick tomorrow, responding kind of nicely, then we'll be reaching up here for like 60, 65 on the upside. Now, other than that, let's see. The folks at the office that help with the rendering and publishing of the videos, after I do a video, I send it to the office and it gets rendered and published, and those folks are out. So we're condensing what's normally 2 videos, a free and a paid version. We're condensing those into one again today. So let me touch on a couple of other things just kind of real quick. As we had mentioned the other day, on Monday, looking for this nat gas here to trigger off to the long side against Monday's low for the move made on buying. That's happened, and there has been a couple of subsequent then now days follow through back to the upside. Crude, you can see, came in here touched off on that little proposed potential trend line support. At the time, it was only 2 touches, so obviously any 2 points can make a line. But it's come in and confirmed that with that touch today. What I'd like to see for tomorrow for it's come down and trade not much less than 84, 83, maybe 60, and hold that for uptick and take out today's high and start to kind of work its way up higher, I guess, a little bit. Let's see. The meats, as you can see, are still in trouble. They were in trouble the other day, and they're still getting kind of pounded. Don't want to see this dollar much higher. This dollar continues higher. It's going to not be easy for the stocks to, find a low as long as the dollar is moving higher like it is. But metals are in pretty decent shape, so that's a decent sign. Let's see. Let's watch this NASDAQ. Like, say, Facebook does anything half decent, then it'll help repair that damage that was done today in the NASDAQ. But like I said, this thing, I mean, it could go lower. I don't know. I'm just, I know that in order to repair the damage that's done thus far in October, there's some work to be done in a short period of time. And so the timing on that is, if not now, it's right around the corner, like first of next week. Big uptick in order to get back to within striking distance of the month open, so that October doesn't go down as, a down month. And historically, what that does is that leads us into then the lead-off kickoff of what's the historically the best 6-month period, but certainly at least November, December for the holiday kind of stretch, and then at least get us halfway to, possibly last year was all the way through January. It was the 1st of February before the thing started to back off. All of January was bullish last year. I'm sorry. I mean, earlier this year. I'm sorry. And so I'm referencing for the purpose of next January. I mean, I'd be looking for, if we can get this sort of timing, if we can get this right, then we're looking for a sustained bid of November, December, January, really. And time will tell, of course, but what I am telling you is that for that, it needs to start really, really, really soon. As soon as either right now or first of the week, next week, right in line with that that Fed announcement, which puts us right at the end of October / beginning, November. So that's what I got. We'll see. Hopefully this helps a little bit, and catch you again at the next update. Good night.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence. This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me.